very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mule Barn, as tonight it is a state-ranked matchup between the Fairfield Mules and the Casey-Westfield Warriors. Welcome, my name is Bruce Dickey, joined alongside by Jamie Hodges, and we have been waiting for this ball game for weeks and months, as both teams, both towns thought it was going to be a dandy. And they've all shown up too, haven't they, Jamie?
You literally cannot fit a single other person in this gym. They quit letting people in at halftime of JV.
It's not very often that they stop selling tickets at halftime. I'm trying to think of the last time they've done it at Fairfield, and I can't think of it.
It's been a long, long time, Bruce.
It's been an eternity since they've done that. The Casey-Westfield Warriors in with a record of 9-0. The Fairfield Mules in with a record of 11-0. Both teams in the Class 2A state rankings, and both teams coming in on, well, if you're 9-0 and 11-0, both on winning streaks, aren't they?
Neither one wanting to lose, Bruce. Neither one wanting to lose.
The Fairfield Mules coming in off a nice win over Lawrenceville this week at Lawrenceville. They knocked off the Indians by a score of 83-61, and that kind of tells you a little bit about where the Fairfield Mules are right now, in that they beat Lawrenceville about 4 weeks ago by just 5 or 6 points.
Yeah, the Mules have come a long way. They've really picked up on their defense, and I think we'll see it tonight. It's going to take guard play.
I tell you what we're going to do. Both teams are out on the court. We're going to have a chance to chat with both coaches, Coach Tom Brannon of the Casey-Westfield Warriors and Coach Scott McElravy of the Fairfield Mules. And we'll do that when we return here to the Mule Barn. You're watching Fairfield Mules basketball on Wabash Catch TV. Back right after these.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions. And with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Back to the Mule Barn. My name is Bruce Dickey, joined by Casey-Westfield head basketball coach Tom Brannon. And Coach Brannon, you've coached over 500 wins in your career. This kind of atmosphere just has to be a real joy.
Yeah, I know that's what it's all about. I mean, I can barely hear you over the band. And you know, when that's happening, that's what it's all about.
Tell me a little bit about your team. You got a lot of size, don't you?
Yeah, we got some good size inside. Luke, of course, has been an all-state caliber type player for 2 years now. And then, we got Marcus Downs, another big kid, about 6'4", kind of a perimeter player, but on the glass a lot. We just got really great team chemistry. I mean, they play really well together. Nobody cares who's getting credit for what. Sure. They move the ball, try to find the best shot, and they play hard. I mean, if we're not winning most 50-50 balls in a ball game, we're pretty upset.
That's a great attitude, Coach. Thanks very much. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
We'll be right back.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day.
Everyone loves a little zip in their internet speed. Wabash Communications offers lightning-fast fiber internet service. Whether video chatting or streaming a favorite movie, memories are made when connections are strengthened. Wabash Fiber has download speeds of up to 1 gig with unlimited data usage. Interested in Wabash Fiber? Zip on over to wabash.net and let us know you want fiber internet service from Wabash, and you'll be saying, my oh my, what a wonderful day. The holiday season is prime time for crime, with thieves going after gifts under your tree and packages on your front porch. With Wabash Watch, we can provide home monitoring, including video surveillance, door and window sensors, remote door locks, remote monitoring via smartphone, and more. Protect your home this and every holiday season with Wabash Watch from Wabash Communications. Call Wabash today at 665-3311 now for more information.
Mule Barn, Bruce Dickey here along with Coach Scott McElravy of the Fairfield Mules, 11-0. Coach, I'm thinking, when's the last time you saw an atmosphere like this at home?
Hey, this is special. We knew Casey was good from last year. We knew they had a lot coming back. It's close to my hometown, so we were really excited about getting the game. To know that we were both going to be undefeated right now, I
was going to say, was that the plan whenever you signed them up this year?
Well, it's always the plan to be undefeated. It just doesn't always work out that way. But
and you got a number 1 seed going into the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. Quick question about that. It looks like you have a pretty good shot in that tournament, get your second win of the year possibly.
Well, a lot of good teams in that tournament. We're not taking anybody lightly, some good river teams on the bottom, and there's some good teams up there with us as well. So we'll get ready for that here after tonight, but this is just a super, super atmosphere.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck tonight. And we'll be right back with more from the Mule Barn. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodmen representative.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid, plus we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
And welcome back to a packed house here at the Mule Barn in Fairfield, Illinois, as the Casey-Westfield Warriors get set to take on the Fairfield Mules in a non-conference battle. Two undefeated teams, two state-ranked teams, a huge crowd. And I got to tell you, Jamie Hodges, can you fit anybody else in here?
No, you cannot. We are at just a little over 1,300 people right now, which is capacity. And this sure does not feel like a December high school basketball game, Bruce Dickey.
They stopped selling tickets at about halftime of the JV contest. By the way, the Fairfield Mules won the JV game. It was tight all the way. Fairfield won 70-67 to continue their winning streak on the season. They're 8-0 now at the JV level. And actually, that was the first game that they'd had close. And I'm thinking, Jamie, the varsity contest, it's going to bode the same way, a tight contest.
Well, if you look at points allowed and points scored, both teams match up almost even.
How so?
The Mules, their average score is 69.5 versus 68.6.
That's pretty close.
For Casey. The points allowed, the Mules are at 49.2 and Casey's at 44.8.
Well, you know, that's the thing.
So those differentials are almost
dead even. Are very close. One of the things about a Tom Brannon team, I mentioned it when I was talking to Coach Brannon, he's won over 500 games. And the one thing you always expect from a Coach Brannon team is tough man-to-man defense. And the Fairfield Mules have shown over the course of the year they play well against man-to-man. It makes you wonder if they're going to make the old dog learn new tricks or if the old dog is going to try to use his old tricks against a team that's pretty good at it.
Well, you would think that if you watch the Edwards County tape, he'd throw in some zone. And, I know the Mules have been experimenting a little bit with a 1-2-2 also. So it'll be interesting to see. And they've played mostly man. So it'll be interesting to see which coach makes which adjustment for this game.
That's right. And the Casey-Westfield Warriors, a very quick team. They are on the move all the time, and they have a ton of size. As Coach Brandon said, Luke Richards is their senior center. He's listed at 6'6", 275 pounds. And, yeah, he's a big, strong lad, isn't he?
We saw him walk through as they got off the bus, and he looked like maybe an assistant coach.
Well, it looked like an assistant coach who'd been there for about 5 or 10 years.
Yes, he did.
He's a big lad. And just to put it in perspective, when I wrestled at heavyweight, went to state tournaments and everything, I wrestled at 275 pounds, and I was a big lad. That might give you a little bit of perspective on how big Luke Richards is. But he's averaging 19, 20 points a game, and he's averaging 8 or 9 rebounds a game. So Casey they're built to get it inside to the big man, Jamie.
Yeah, it's going to be up to the guards of the Mules to keep that from happening.
The guards of the Mules, I think you're right. They're probably going to have to concentrate on a good full court pressure or good pressure to keep the ball from getting down low. You know that's got to be one of the directions they are looking. Again, it's the Fairfield Mules against the Casey-Westfield Warriors, and we'll have our national anthem for you presented by the Fairfield Marching Mules Band under the direction of Josh Livesay, and that is coming up right now. Our national anthem from the Marching Mules as we're just about ready to get underway here tonight. The Casey-Westfield Warriors down here in their gold uniforms tonight with purple trim. Those uniforms look like the LA Lakers uniforms, don't they, Jamie?
Hope they don't play like them.
Their starters are at one guard, Ethan Gilbert. He wears number 10. He's a senior, 6'1". On the other side is number 12, Marcus Downs. He's a senior at 6'4" tall. Will Hosselton will be the third guard for Casey-Westfield. He wears number 22. He's a sophomore, 6 feet tall. Noah Livingston on the other side, 6 feet tall, and also a sophomore. He wears number 23. And big Luke Richards wearing number 44. He is a senior, and he is a 6'6" load. A large, they've turned out the lights.
For your Fairfield Mules.
You know, that's the interesting thing about the Mule Barn. Whenever they do this, they use folks' telephones to be the lighting system as opposed to a spotlight. I don't know.
I'm not sure our volume goes high enough for us to hear each other during this game, Bruce.
Yeah, usually I am not quieter than anybody. At one guard for Fairfield, it's Reese Lee, senior, 6 feet tall. On the other side, it's Wyatt Gilbert. He's a junior, 5 feet 10 inches tall, and wears number 4. Jay Zale O'Neal, the third guard in the Mules lineup. He is a senior, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Kane Hicksonbaugh, one of the forward spots. He had a big game up at Lawrenceville on Tuesday night. He's a junior, 6'3". And rounding out the starting lineup for the Fairfield Mules is Brian Estes, senior, 6 feet 6 inches tall. The Mules are coached by Scott McElravy. They come in with a record of 11-0.
Once again, Bruce, we've got people in St. Louis, David Milner and Jacarin Belleville, Denny and Samantha down in Clarksville.
Yeah.
We've got people all over. I'm sure Edge is watching in Virginia Beach.
There are people all over the country, all over the world looking forward to this basketball game. And we are about to get it ready. The officials are. You're going to give them?
Oh, that'd be Mike Q. We have Kevin Cummings, Steve McCoy, and Adam Cross tonight, Bruce.
I guess I could have, but I wanted to let you talk at some point.
That's a first.
Jumping it up will be Brian Estes versus Luke Richards as Kevin Cummings steps into the center circle.
Is this the first time Brian's looked small?
It really kind of is as Richards wins the tip. It will be Casey-Westfield basketball to start things off here tonight. This is the second time Fairfield has played Casey-Westfield. They played them down in a shootout in Benton about 3 or 4 years ago. On the drive, the shot is up and good for Noah Livingston. Livingston, one of 2 sophomores in the starting lineup, 2 sophomores and 3 seniors starting for the Casey-Westfield Warriors. 3 seniors and 2 juniors for the Fairfield Mules. Jumper won't go, ball on the floor and taken back by Estes. He's fouled heading to the hoop, and I think that's going to go against Will Hosselton. Check that. It goes against Luke Richards.
That's handy. We also have our friends at the Elks watching again, Bruce. They keep supporting us.
Hello, Elks friends. We do appreciate everyone tuning in. You folks as well, for certain. It's 2-0 lead for Casey-Westfield here in the early going. Playing a tough man-to-man defense. Outside with it is Wyatt Gilbert around the horn to the right wing to Kane Hicksonbaugh. There's a switch. Hicksonbaugh now guarded by Livingston. Gives it back to Gilbert. Not a ton of movement on the Mules' offensive sets as yet. As Brian Estes down on the block. He's not typically terrifically effective down there. Hicksonbaugh on the drive. He puts it up and in. He went right up and over Richards. With Richards having picked up that first foul, Jamie, you might figure the Mules to go right at him.
I would think so. That'd be beneficial.
Downs tosses it in the corner to Livingston. Back out to Hosselton, who travels. The turnover will give it back to Fairfield with 6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. You know, looking at this Casey-Westfield team, Jamie, they are young. They've got these 3 seniors and only 2 juniors, and the rest are sophomores with a freshman.
Well, and just like there, he thought he had a wide open 3, and Wyatt closed quickly on him, forced him to travel.
Jay Zale walks it across, met by Ethan Gilbert. Gives it over to the side to Lee. Lee's pass knocked away, but he gathers it back outside to Jay Zale. And they're guarding man-to-man all the way out past the action line from the volleyball. Reese Lee for 3. It is well long, and a held ball. It will go to Fairfield on the alternating possession.
Wyatt Gilbert being really aggressive so far, and that's what the Mules are going to need, Bruce.
6:11 to go here in the first quarter. One thing that Casey does not have, that Fairfield does, is depth. Casey does not go deep into their bench. Their top 5 players all average 9.5 points per game or above, and their 6th top scorer is 1.5 points per game. Ball knocked away from O'Neal, held ball. Now it's going to go to Casey. Nice job out there defending against the slick guard by Luke Richards. How about that, big man?
Big man got quick hands.
Big man drew the turnover from Fairfield. Gilbert will bring it up, gets around. Gilbert heads to the hoop. His shot blocked out by Estes. Now Wyatt Gilbert gives it off to Lee, who heads to the hoop and lays it in. Folks from Casey were looking for the travel, but it looked like he caught it in stride and just took 2 steps. We might have a replay of that over the course of the evening. 4-2 in favor of Fairfield. 5.5 to go in this first quarter. Luke Richards tries to get it down low. I'm thinking of Levi. I think he's related. Levi played for Marshall. Oh, pardon me, for Newton. Outside, it is Noah Livingston.
Fairfield wants Luke Richards to stay that far out.
Yeah, no kidding. Ethan Gilbert drives. The Warriors lose the handle. Out of bounds. It will remain Casey-Westfield basketball, trailing 4-2.
Okay.
Throwing it in underneath will be Ethan Gilbert. Gilbert on both squads will attempt to keep it straight. 3 on the way is just off the arm. Rebound comes down to Hicksonball. He fires it back in, gathered by Casey-Westfield as Marcus Downs heads to the hoop. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
Going to get Kane with that one.
That's a really nice rebound by Kane Hicksonball, taking it away from Richards, but he threw it right back into Marcus Downs. And the first free throw by the senior guard is a good one. Casey-Westfield from Fairfield, probably about an hour-and-a-half drive. Missed on the second one, and a foul committed as Wyatt Gilbert was heading down court. It will remain Fairfield basketball.
Be the first one on Hostleton, the second one on Casey.
O'Neal to toss into the corner to Estes. No three-point shots attempted yet by Fairfield. I take that back. Reese Lee missed the one, didn't he? Lee gets the deflection over on the left wing. Fortunate bounce for the Mules. They lead by 1, 4-3. Both these teams like a heavyweight fight, just kind of feeling each other out. Estes to the hoop, loses the handle, gives it off, and he travels. He thought he had his pivot foot, but he moved his foot. I thought he might have double dribbled.
Yeah, it was one or the other.
But either way, the turnover happens, and it gives Casey-Westfield the basketball with a chance to take the lead. Up in a hurry, Noah Livingston. Livingston across, guarded by O'Neal. Now they switch off. Gets the hook, go through the hoop, shot won't go. Rebound, Jazale O'Neal. He wants to run, sprints up court, backs it out, leaves it off for Lee. O'Neal open in the corner, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Warriors. It will remain Mule basketball.
Yeah, Livingston and Hicksonball were battling for that one, and Livingston knocked it out.
4-3, the score. Fairfield with a lead here, 3.5 minutes into the game. O'Neal lobs it into Wyatt Gilbert. Into the corner to Jazale O'Neal. Gets a screen. Tried to go for the screen and go, but could not get it to Estes. Hicksonball with it now. Subs ready to come in for the Mules at the next whistle.
Mules getting ready to show their depth with a line change.
Lee drops it to Estes, working against Richards, and he throws it away. Nobody there to get to that. There's the steal. Up with it is Gilbert. Gilbert is fouled by Jazale O'Neal with 3:57 to go in the first quarter. And Landon Zerlini, Luke Dagg, and Cody Cantrell check in for Fairfield, replacing Reese Lee, Kane Hicksonball, and Brian Estes.
First one on Jay-Z, second on the Mules. So both teams with 2.
O'Neal with a near steal in backcourt. Hostleton gathers. He'll bring it across. Fairfield up by 1, 4-3, 3:50 to go in the first. Nice drive by Gilbert. He lays it up, and it won't go. Rebound taken down by Downs. Jumps up, misses the bunny, and the rebound comes down to Jazale O'Neal. I call it a bunny, but he was pretty well.
He's guarded 3 Mules there.
That was a pretty competitive bunny. On the drive, O'Neal has to give it out to Gilbert in the corner. Back outside to Zerlini. Gets a screen, looks into the corner, finds Gilbert. 3:20 to go in the quarter. And a steal. Lazy pass from Zerlini. They fired ahead to Downs.
He walked.
He traveled on the way to the hoop. And it will be Fairfield basketball.
That was a fortunate turnover because he was wide open to the basket.
Landon Zerlini gets a word of advice from Coach McElravy as he comes back down court. Throw it a little harder.
Yeah, don't do that again.
3:05 remaining here in this first quarter. Three-pointer on the way from Gilbert, rolls off, no good. Luke Dagg saves it back in, but out of bounds. Nobody there for the Mules to get to it, and that will be a turnover. Well, not a turnover, but it'll go back to Casey-Westfield. Under 3 to go. First quarter, Hostleton working it up against O'Neal. Over on the side to Downs, now to Gilbert. Cross into Downs. He was too far out to do much with it. Looking for help, finds Richards. And the Warriors will reset. On the drive, Hostleton loses the handle, but Downs picks it up and misses the short shot. Gets it back and puts it in, and he's fouled. He'll have a chance at the three-point play. Mules gave up an opportunity there as they let the let the offensive rebound go to Marcus Downs.
Mules with 3 fouls here in the first.
High free throw is no good, and the Mules come up with it. Up to Wyatt Gilbert. 3 on the way from Zerlini. It's a good one, and the Mules take the lead 7-5.
And that's what Zerlini can do.
Heat off the bench. 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. It's 7-5 Fairfield. Hosselton with a great move to the hoop. Shot won't fall. Rebound Richards. He puts it in to tie it up. Mules want to beat the defense down court as Dag gets it, puts it up, misses 2 shots, and the Warriors have it. Looked like Dag passed it to himself over the top of the rim. I don't think that hit anything. Dag with a near steal. Picked back up by Gilbert. Warriors have numbers. Out to Hosselton. 3 on the way off the iron. Tip up and in by Luke Richards.
And that may be 2 quick ones on Zerlini.
And it goes against Dag.
Okay.
So Casey takes the lead 9-7 with 1:45 to go here in this first period. The big senior at the free throw line averages 20 points a game almost, misses the free throw. Rebound gathered by Fairfield. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Casey by 2. Zerlini leaves it for Lee, back outside to O'Neal. Hicksaball set to come in at the next whistle. Lee drives left baseline to the hoop. Shot is up, won't go. Dag with the board, has it stripped away by Hosselton. Nice pass ahead to Gilbert. He goes to the hoop, has it knocked away by O'Neal, but they're going to call a foul on Jay Zell.
That's going to be 2 on O'Neal and 5 on Fairfield here in the first, Bruce.
Mules can ill afford Jay Zale O'Neal to be in foul trouble, as heading to the line for 2 shots will be Ethan Gilbert. First of 2 on the way, lefty shooter hits the first. Cantrell and O'Neal come out of the ball game as Estes and Hicksaball check back in. They join Dag, Lee, and Zerlini. No subs as yet for Casey-Westfield. Gilbert, Downs, Hosselton, Livingston, and Richards. Second one good as well. Bumps it to an 11-7 lead. Timeout Fairfield with 1:21 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, Commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
There's that 3-point shot from Zerlini. As we check back in here at the Mule Barn, it's 11-7 in favor of Casey-Westfield. This ball game has been nip and tuck all the way. It's an early, still early, 1:21 to go here in the first quarter.
Lots of turnovers, some sloppy passes so far on both sides.
11-7 in favor of Casey-Westfield. Hicksaball will jog it up. Met out at the half line by Marcus Downs. Goes to the block, loses the handle, he's fouled. And it will remain Fairfield basketball underneath their own hoop.
That's going to be the first on Downs.
You know, the tricky thing here, there's only one, what you would call, ball handler in the ball game for Fairfield, and that's Reese Lee. Landon Zerlini can handle the ball pretty well too, though. In it comes to Hicksaball. He heads to the hoop. He travels.
Wow. That's
lost his balance, didn't he?
Is that the 3rd or 4th travel we've seen total?
And they've all been good calls. We got no argument with any of them.
No. They're travels.
11-7 in favor of Casey-Westfield. Fairfield doesn't want to let Casey get too far out in front. Outside with it is Gilbert. Gets around his man into the corner. Now Hosselton around to Livingston, back outside. In the corner with it is Downs. Fires it outside to Noah Livingston. Livingston guarded by Reese Lee in the man-to-man for Fairfield. Outside now to Ethan Gilbert. Ethan to the top of the key and has it tangled up. It'll be Fairfield basketball. He just kind of left the last piece of chicken sitting out there, Jamie.
Well, the Fairfield had good coverage there. There's 3 different times the guards had to pick up the ball and wait to find somewhere to go with it.
38 seconds remaining in the first quarter, 11-7 Casey. Zerlini brings it across, loses the handle.
Wow, cannot have those.
It will be Casey-Westfield basketball. 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter now, as Casey has a chance to put a real stamp on this first quarter. They could hit a 3 and double up the Mules right now. Mules probably haven't trailed like this for a while. Off to the left side it goes to Downs, back over to Gilbert, looking inside for Downs. He's not there. What a screen.
Yeah,
by
Richards is out there setting big boy screens. 3
from the corner from Downs is long. Rebound in the left corner by Zerlini. 10 seconds to go. Lee looks quickly at it. Peeks at the clock. Drives on Gilbert. Back outside. Estes, lefty 3 won't go. Rebound fought for Richards. Too late. So after 1 quarter, it is Casey-Westfield 11, Fairfield 7. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us.
And welcome back here to the Mule Barn. It is 11-7 in favor of the Casey-Westfield Warriors. Fairfield Mules slow getting going here, Jamie.
Yeah, I have some missed opportunities, missed a couple shots underneath, and just a turnover so far for Fairfield, Bruce, have hurt them.
And it will be Casey-Westfield basketball to start things here in this second quarter. As they send out their standard lineup, Ethan Gilbert, Marcus Downs, Will Hosselton, Noah Livingston, and the big man Luke Richards.
Yeah, those 2 early fouls on Giselle Hurton. Nice steal by Wyatt Gilbert.
Wyatt Gilbert steals it. The ball's loose now as he tried to make a wild pass. Last touch by Casey-Westfield. It'll be Fairfield ball, and there's a break. That was a tough pass from Wyatt Gilbert for Brian Estes to catch up to. Wyatt Gilbert, Kane Hicks the ball, Brian Estes, Luke Dagg, and Reese Lee. On the way to the hoop, Estes puts it in. Got around to Richards, got the baseline, cuts the lead to 2.
Estes' first 2 of the game. That was needed.
11-9 in favor of Casey-Westfield. Downs tries the baseline. 3 on the way. Partially blocked by Dagg. And here come the Mules. Lee found it out of the air. Mules can tie or take the lead. Gilbert hands off to Hicksonbaugh out at the action line. Now to Brian Estes. He draws Richards a long way from the hoop. Outside Lee, Wyatt Gilbert. Nice pass down low to Dagg. Shot too strong. Rebound comes down to Casey-Westfield.
I think Dagg was expecting contact and didn't get it.
He did not get it. That was a well defended. Nice lob inside to Richards. He misses. The ball's loose. Still loose. Still loose. Downs falls on it. Throws it away. Picked out of the air by Lee. Lee loses the handle. Fires it ahead to Estes. Estes fires from 16. No good. Rebound. Hicksonbaugh up and in. We're tied at 11. Mule fans on their feet. Now another steal by Gilbert. And he's fouled by Noah Livingston. That Mules defensive guard work beginning to tell a little tale. And Tom Brannon wanting a timeout with 6:37 to go in the first half. It's 11 for Fairfield, 11 for Casey-Westfield. Back in 30 seconds.
The holiday season is prime time for crime, with thieves going after gifts under your tree and packages on your front porch. With Wabash Watch, we can provide home monitoring, including video surveillance, door and window sensors, remote door locks, remote monitoring via smartphone, and more. Protect your home this and every holiday season with Wabash Watch from Wabash Communications. Call Wabash today at 665-3311 now for more information.
And welcome back to the Mule Barn, the Fairfield Mules and the Casey-Westfield Warriors. I was asked before the game, what I thought the final score would be, where I thought it would be, how high, and I said, oh, probably 65, 70 points apiece. Going to take a little work to get there.
You've got a ways to go, Bruce. Thank you. Oh,
long pass inside to Estes, and he lays it up and in. What a nice pass from Wyatt Gilbert. The Mules with 6 points in a row to take the lead, 13-11. Livingston gets it over.
Another
and stolen away by
Hicksonbaugh,
taken right back by Hasselton. Now Hicksonbaugh steals it, finds Estes. Estes to the hoop, he lays it up and in. There are now 8 points in a row by Fairfield. Quick pass down low to Hasselton. He fires it ahead. No good. Rebound. Downs up strong. No good. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Lee. It will stay with Casey-Westfield.
Estes was 6 of the 8 this quarter for Fairfield, Bruce.
How about that?
And the crowd down by that out of bounds ball did not agree.
I think you're right. 15-11 in favor of Fairfield. They've scored 8 in a row. Pass comes in to Livingston. He's one of the 2 sophomores starting for Casey-Westfield, he and Hasselton. Off now to Downs in the corner to Gilbert. He'll bring it back out on top, looking for Richards inside. Boy, Richards guarded by Zerlini. That's a tough area. 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound Cantrell for the Mules. Up to Hicksonbaugh, 5.5 to go in the half. Up to Zerlini, he lays it up and in. The Mules beating the Casey-Westfield Warriors down court, and with 5:28 to go, Coach Brandon wants another timeout. This one's a full one. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tales.net.
Oh, there's that nice replay on the Brian Estes layup, and that reminds me, our camera fellas today from Fairfield Community High School, a couple of JV players stepping up here to work the cameras. Noah Barger and Dylan Best. Hey, we can't do it without those guys.
Doing a great job, allowing us to have 5 cameras going here tonight.
5 cameras on the action and a crew of 1,000.
That's right.
A large crew here on hand. We've got the cameras all over the place. We bringing you the best broadcast here that we can from Wabash Catch TV. Mules up by 6, 17-11. They're on a 10-point run.
Oh,
as they forced a couple of turnovers from Casey-Westfield. Gilbert brings it
was going to get a hand on that.
Gilbert brings it across against Gilbert. Now he switches to Livingston, back out to Gilbert, looking for Downs to Richards. Richards a long way from the hoop. Off to the right side, it goes to Hasselton. They drop it down. The ball tipped away by Zerlini and stolen by Dagg.
That Mules defense is just smothering right now,
That's
Bruce.
the thing, Jamie. They get a hand on every pass. Zerlini thought about it. Now he fires the 3, and it's good. Landon Zerlini puts the Mules up 20-11. They've scored 13 in a row. Up with it for Casey-Westfield. Gilbert, he heads to the hole around Hicksonbaugh. He's fouled. Kane Hicksonbaugh will pick it up for Fairfield.
Well, let's see.
I think it's going to be on Hicksonbaugh.
Yes.
And that.
His second, team 6.
That will send the senior, Ethan Gilbert, to the free throw line for a pair.
He's 2 for 2 from the line so far.
And as Jamie informed me moments ago, well, I'm not going to say it yet.
Nope.
4:38 exactly in the first half remaining. Brian Estes checks back in, replacing Kane Hicksonbaugh. Left-handed free throw shooter hits the second, and you say that is what?
Their first point of the quarter.
First point of the quarter. The Mules on a 13-1
That's how you
second
beat
quarter
that.
run.
Dribble through it.
Gilbert defended as looks like Looks like the Warriors have gone zone. The zone breaker fires and hits again.
His third of the night, Bruce.
The Zerlini zone breaker,
That's
Jamie.
his third three.
23-12, now the Mules by 11. 4:10 to go in the first half. Outside, it goes to Hosselton looking for Richards down low. Tipped out of bounds by Luke Dagg. That's the thing, Jamie. In the half-court defense like that, it's very seldom you see an undefended pass.
Yeah. How do you like that color commentary? Yeah.
That was good. That was good. Gilbert tries to get it in, stolen by his counterpart, Gilbert. He fires ahead to Dagg. Lob inside, and they get it finally to Estes. He puts it up and in.
How did Brian Estes come up with that ball?
And another timeout taken by Tom Brannon. The 3:53 to go in the first half. It's Fairfield 25, Casey-Westfield 12. We'll be back after this message.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
There's the Zerlini zone breaker right there to make it at that point 23-12, and the Mules have scored again since then, and it's now 25-12 with 3:53 to go in the first half.
Bruce, just want to give another huge shout out to all the people that didn't make it that are watching. My phone's blowing up. I cannot possibly name them all, but we sure do appreciate it.
Throwing it in for Casey-Westfield will be Ethan Gilbert. He gets it into Noah Livingston as they beat the press pretty quickly. Livingston's going to head to the hoop. Nice drive. Misses the shot. Rebound, the three. Taken down by Gilbert. Gilbert heads up court. Loses the handle. Ball free. Picked up by Hosselton. Over to Livingston. Livingston drive. 14-footer. Off the iron. No good. And out of bounds. It will go back to Fairfield.
So with 3:34 to go in the half, there is still not a made field goal by Casey in the second quarter.
Well, they're going to be looking at that rim down there and wondering about the piece of glass on top because a couple of those shots looked like they were going to go. Gilbert all the way to the hoop for Fairfield, missing the shot. And a foul's going to go against Cody Cantrell.
Yeah, hard to argue that.
Yeah, as he went over the top of Livingston, who then fell on Marcus Downs. And Livingston will head up for the free throws. 7th team foul against Fairfield.
But once again, Fairfield has depth. The foul's not hurting them as much as it would Casey.
Coach McElravey's seeing if he
they're trying to give to Landon Zerlini.
Well, no, he's trying.
Yeah, they tried to give it to Zerlini.
Well, he's blonde like Cody Cantrell. Did they get it adjusted?
Yes, they just did.
Well, that's a good eye there by Coach McElravey because Zerlini already has one, right?
Yes.
And that is Cantrell's first. 3:25 remaining here in the first half, 25-12 Fairfield. Livingston, the sophomore, hits the first of the 1-and-1. And Reese Lee will check in for Cantrell in the Mules lineup. Mules on a tear this second quarter. An 18-2 run for the first 4.5 minutes. Make it 18-3. In it comes to Reese Lee. Met out at the half line by Ethan Gilbert for Casey-Westfield. On the dribble, gets a screen from Wyatt Gilbert. Now Brian Estes gets around Richards. Shot won't go, but Luke Richards just picked up his second foul.
That's a pretty big second foul on the big guy. Although for the most part, besides taking up space under the basket, he's been held pretty ineffective.
To the line for 2 free throws is Brian Estes. And he hits the first of 2. Mules have had inconsistency, shall we call it, at the free throw line.
I think Estes got tired of hearing about the big guy for Casey, and he says, look, I want some points. He's got 9 in the second quarter.
There you go. 26-14. He missed the second one. Ethan Gilbert up with it, working against Dag. 3 from the corner, off the iron, no good. Rebound Lee. Lee through traffic. Gets it over to Zerlini.
I don't know how.
I thought Zerlini was going to pull up. And they try to get it to Dag. He's fouled. I think that's going to go against Will Hosselton. And that's one of the things you mentioned earlier, Jamie. With Casey-Westfield, not a terrifically deep team, they can ill afford foul trouble.
That's 2-1 on Halston.
Number 6 on the team, Mules will be shooting the rest of the way. 2:50 to go here in the first half.
I think I'd be going at Richards a little bit. Get the
See
ball
if
to
he can
Estes.
get his third.
Yep.
Estes has it on the
Which
left
they
wing,
do.
tries the baseline.
And they
He's bumped.
do.
There's the third foul against Luke Richards.
And that's also,
and I got to tell you, having played basketball, I recognize that foul a lot.
yeah, he wasn't quick enough. Estes got that first step, and Richards had to use his body.
He bodied up on him, and you just can't do that. And especially when Estes is probably giving away about, what do you think, 95 pounds?
I'm going to run out of room on Estes' scorecard.
First of the 1-and-1 is good for the senior Brian Estes. Bumps the lead up to 27-14. 2:38 remaining in the first half.
Both teams in the bonus.
Second one, the lefty hit them both. 28-14. Ethan Gilbert brings it up for Casey-Westfield. Rolls to his right. He's open for the 3 if he wanted to take it. He did. Nice pass down low, and the lay-in is good for Marcus Downs. By the way, Dawson DeLapp came into the ball game for Luke Richards, number 24, with the headband for Casey-Westfield. Had a good JV game. Beautiful pass ahead to Hosselton, and the ball blocked by Zerlini. He finds Estes heading to the hoop and lays it up.
No, that's 2 steps.
No yelling.
I'd like to see that one.
You want to see the replay, don't
You're
you?
telling me not to yell.
I'm telling you not to yell.
By the end of the game, you'll be screaming.
Hey, we've got Casey fans listening too, man.
Well, they're a good team.
They are very good. 28-16 in favor of Fairfield. 2:05 remaining here in this first half. In it comes to Livingston. He brings it across the timeline. Loses his footing out as Gilbert heads to him, and he hits the hoop. Scores, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for the and one. What a nice drive by the sophomore Noah Livingston. And Cantrell picks up his second foul, Jamie.
Yes, he did.
Stays in the ball game. I thought he was coming out, but he stays in as Luke Dag checks out of the game. And 5 straight points for the Warriors. Cut it back to a 9-point game, 28-19. And Cantrell loses the handle, stolen away by Hosselton. Quick pass to Livingston, ahead to DeLapp, back out Livingston for 3, off the iron. Rebound Wyatt Gilbert. 1:40 to go in the half. Gilbert left it for Estes and was right into Marcus Downs' hands. Up to Livingston, his shot, Hosselton's shot is good. And that's a 7-point run now for
with Richards out.
Yeah, outstanding run here for the Casey-Westfield Warriors. 1:20 to go in the half. They drop it down for Cantrell, too deep. He can't do much with it. Leaves it for Estes. Shots blocked. Great block by Marcus Downs. Up with it. Livingston loses the handle and travels. 1:08 remaining here in the first half. It is Fairfield 28, Casey-Westfield 21. Mules have used 1 timeout. I'm surprised they haven't used another here late in this second quarter, Jamie. Try to stop the Casey-Westfield run. I guess they'll try to stop it by scoring, won't they?
Yeah, it's when here we go.
And there
30
it is.
second.
There it is. 30-second timeout. A minute to go in the half. 28-21 Fairfield back in 30.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
And we got replay.
Was that, which one was that?
The one that you got on to me about where I was correct.
Yeah, I think you might have been. 58 seconds to go in the half. Fairfield with a 7-point lead.
That's the guys in the truck telling you to leave me alone.
Huh?
That's the guys in the truck telling you to leave me alone.
I guess so. Wyatt Gilbert gets around his man Hostleton to the hoop. He's fouled. It'll be a reach-in.
Now, who are they going to give this to? Because this could be big.
I think they're giving that to Downs.
No, they gave it to Hostleton, his third.
And that is huge. As Hostleton handles the ball quite a bit for Casey-Westfield, he'll take a seat. Jackson Hills, a freshman, into the basketball game for Casey-Westfield.
I saw Hostleton was in the mix, and I thought, ooh, this could be bad for Casey.
1-1 for Gilbert. The first one rolls over and in. Good to see Wyatt hit his first free throw. Kind of a streaky free throw.
Yes, it is.
And he'll have a second opportunity. This one does not roll in. So, Casey-Westfield basketball down by 8, 29-21, 41 seconds to go first half. Beautiful drive by Livingston. Misses the reverse layup. The rebound is loose. Picked up by Casey-Westfield. Livingston thought about the three. Ball stolen away by Gilbert. Stolen right back by Gilbert, and he throws it away.
Neither coach going to be happy with that series.
Yeah. They're probably both thinking, how about we shore up ball handling? But, that's the thing. You get aggressive, these kind of things happen, and both these teams, I think we could say, are pretty aggressive.
Yes, this is how they play.
That's how they play. 20 seconds to go in the half. Mules by 8, 29-21. I think they're going to go for one. To the right side to Cantrell. Probably looking for Zerlini. Drops it down low to Lee. Lee back outside to Cantrell. 5 seconds to go. Across to Estes. Now to Zerlini. 12-footer on the way. Bounces out. No good. Rebound. Estes at the buzzer. No good. So, after an exciting first half of play, it is the Fairfield Mules 29, the Casey-Westfield Warriors 21. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with statistics and all kinds of other information from you here on Fairfield Mules basketball on Wabash Catch TV. Back after these.
Is it video? Oh, okay. Now you got me on video and I'm not ready, but that's all right. Hi, I'm Justin Harness, your Modern Woodman representative for career opportunities. And that's not really what I want to say, though. You know, hit pause.
Hi, this is Bud with Midwestern Pickers Flea Market and Barbecue. We're happy to be teaming up with Marion County's, I'm sorry, let's start again. And take two.
All right, Shelby is actually in, oh, you're not videoing now, are you?
You're okay.
Gosh, Jared.
Would be helpful. I don't know what it says,
corn
but
and the beans
that's right.
Yeah.
And the disease over here that we could get in if we get fungus on that corn.
That's a good idea.
And
everybody suck it in.
Come see my daddy, but you're older. Come see my daddy, but I'm older. Come see my daddy, but I'm older. Come see my daddy, but I'm older. 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 Come see my daddy, but I'm older. Come see my daddy, but I'm older.
This is the best side.
Firing, I'm gonna wipe my forehead so I don't look like I just ran a race.
If you get close-ups of my tattoo, maybe I'll make the cover of Inked magazine.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. with auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions, and with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
And welcome back here to the Mule Barn. It's a halftime. It's 29-21 in favor of the Fairfield Mules. And Jamie, give me some scoring in the first half.
Well, for Casey-Westfield, they're led in scoring by Noah Livingston with 7, followed by Marcus Downs with 5, Luke Richards with 4, and Ethan Gilbert with 3 for a total of 21. And both Richards and Hostleton have 3 fouls each on them.
Well, that's big.
For the Mules, they're led in scoring by Landon Zerlini and Brian Estes with 11 each, and both of them, Landon had 1-3 in the first. Besides that, the other 19 points all came in the second quarter for those two guys.
How about that?
Whenever Casey went zone. Followed by Kane Hicksonball with 4, Reese Lee with 2, Wyatt Gilbert with 1. Jazale O'Neill, Kane Hicksonball, and Cody Cantrell all have 2 fouls each, Bruce.
So each team dealing with some multiple foul issues.
But Fairfield can deal with it more.
Fairfield with a little deeper bench. They have a little bit more ability to deal with that kind of situation. They lead by 8 heading into the second half. Hey, we had friends of mine from college up in Woodstock, Illinois, listening and watching tonight. Shout out to the Tuttles, the John Tuttle family.
I've met John Tuttle, Big Ten tournament.
Oh, absolutely. That's right. That's right. And they are watching up in Woodstock. How wish them a Merry Christmas. How's it going up there in Woodstock?
The Popes in the big town of Boogerville are watching.
Well, how about that? All kinds of folks watching this game. And, folks, we appreciate you watching this game. Pretty pictures being brought to you by Dylan Best and Noah Barger here from the Fairfield Community High School. They're doing a great job. We certainly appreciate all the help that they provide. Starters back in for the Fairfield Mules and for the Casey-Westfield Warriors. For the Mules in white, Lee, Gilbert, O'Neill, Hicksonball, and Estes. It's their basketball, and they meet a zone trap out to start second half. Wyatt Gilbert with that out on the right wing. Outside, he gets it to Reese Lee. Lee works against Livingston. Also on the court, Gilbert, Downs, Hostleton, and Richards for Casey-Westfield. Fairfield with the first ball, first possession here of the second half. Lee with it, defended by Livingston as Casey-Westfield has fallen back into the man-to-man. Reese Lee picks it up in a bad spot, nearly throws it away. O'Neill gathers. He's guarded closely by Ethan Gilbert, gets a screen over to Hicksonball on the left wing, nowhere to go. As this reminiscent of the first quarter, the ball kicked out of bounds, last touch by Casey-Westfield.
For a big guy, Luke Richards can flash out pretty quick on those guards when they think they have an open shot.
He's got outstanding feet. They look down low. Hicksonball has it. He'll back up. He's guarded by Marcus Downs, one of the 3 senior starters for Casey-Westfield. 3 seniors, 2 sophomores. 3 seniors on the team, 2 juniors on the team, 6 sophomores, and a freshman. Jumper no good by Kane Hicksonball.
He was trying to draw contact on that one.
Rebound taken down by Casey-Westfield. They can cut it to 6. They've trailed by as many as 14. They're on a nice run here. And a steal by Reese Lee. He heads down court, gets around Livingston, rolls it up and in. Good body control. I thought that Noah Livingston had a good shot there for the charge.
I did too, and Reese done a great job going around him and the underhand layup.
31-21 in favor of Fairfield. 6:25 in the third quarter. Nice pass to Richards. He does what he does best. Get to the hoop and put it in. 31-23 in favor of Fairfield. Up to O'Neill. O'Neill's a little discombobulated offensively. Off to the right side, it goes to Gilbert. Now O'Neill. He has yet to take a three-point shot, Don't believe he's fired one. To the high post to Estes, drops it for Hicksonball. Shot blocked by Richards. Beautiful block by the big man. And taken away by Marcus Downs. He heads up court off to a Livingston. Livingston screen from Richards, puts it up from 16, it's good. Tell you what, Noah Livingston, the real deal. He's averaging 15 points a game. He has 9 here, doesn't he, Jamie?
Yes, he does, and that was a good-looking jump shot.
On the drive.
Neal's trying to get J.J. O'Neill involved, and Casey's just all over him.
25 points for Casey, 31 for Fairfield. On the drive, Reese Lee, runner won't go. And I think he thought he was going to get pushed there as well, Jamie. Ball lost out of bounds. It will go to Casey-Westfield.
Casey trying to go on a little mini run here.
Fairfield led, what, 29-21 start of the second half?
Yes.
So it's a 4-2 run as they get it up to Livingston, and one man beat. He gets it to Richards, who lays it in. That'll cut the lead to 4, 31-27.
Richards already with as many points now as he had in the first half.
Closest Casey has been for a long time. Fairfield, like I said, went up by 14.
Fourth foul on Richards.
I don't think they gave that to Richards. They gave that one to Ethan Gilbert. He was on the reach. Gilbert was reaching in, and he'll pick up his first. O'Neal in the corner to Estes. Back outside to O'Neal, working against Gilbert. Nice D. Off to Estes, looking down low for Hicksonball. Can't get it to him. Now drives to the hoop, and they're going to call him for a charge. Offensive foul, Brian Estes. And the turnover will give it back to Casey-Westfield. How many fouls on Estes?
1.
Fairfield by 4, 31-27. Steal by Hicksonball, he lays it up and in. Pass intended for Marcus Downs. Boy, what quick long arms by Hicksonball.
That was fun to watch because we could see Kane read that all the way.
He went sprinting from around the half line to get up there. Mules by 6, 33-27, and that was a big hoop. Outside with it is Gilbert. Hands it off to Richards. Richards a long way from the hoop. Stolen by Lee. Lee heads down court, lays it up, misses the shot. Rebound to Livingston. He wants to run. He looks up court. Now he's going to slow it down a little bit. Backs up for an open 3 and hits it. Lee says, doggone it, I didn't get there. He was a step late. Cuts it to 3, 33-30. This game's been a dandy.
Well, you knew Casey wasn't going to go away quietly.
That's right, as O'Neal drives and hits the runner. 35-30, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
J.Z. O'Neal's first bucket of the game.
Good screen out on top by Downs. It frees up Hostleton. Now back outside. 3 on the way from Gilbert is good. That cuts it to 2, 35-33. 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. O'Neal walks across the timeline. Subs set at the scorer's bench to come in for the Mules at the next whistle. Gilbert to the hoop. He got around Livingston and lays it up and in. Mules back up by 4. Led by 8 to start this third quarter. Livingston, big screen from Richards. Drives on Estes, drops it into the corner. Outside now to Ethan Gilbert. O'Neal on him. Mules in a man-to-man. They've been in the man-to-man most of the time in the half-court defense this game. A near steal by Reese Lee, tipped out of bounds, and Luke Dagg will check in along with Landon Zerlini as Reese Lee takes a seat along with Brian Estes. 3:02 to go in the third. It's 37-33 Fairfield.
You're not going to pull off many cross-court passes against this Mules defense.
Pass outside to Livingston. He's guarded by Wyatt Gilbert. Probably has 3 or 4 inches on Gilbert. As the foul,
it's on Richards. There's
illegal
his
screen
fourth.
on Luke Richards.
He knocked Wyatt to the ground.
Wyatt ran into him, and Richards really didn't move much. Must have
moved that leg
a little
just
bit,
enough.
Moved that leg enough, and that's 4, right, Jamie?
Yes, it is.
4 fouls on number 44.
Unfortunately, when you're that big and that noticeable, it doesn't take much.
Landon Zerlini works against Livingston. Well, drops it down for Dagg to the hoop. He lays it up. It won't go. Rebound. Kane Hicksonball is going to be called for a push. He went over the top of Dawson DeLapp.
That's his third.
37-33, Fairfield by 4.
Both teams with 2 fouls so far.
Well-played basketball game. As Livingston, he's going to be a load for the next 3 years, isn't he, Jamie? Gets by Gilbert, heads to the hoop and lays it in. What a great move out on top.
Got Wyatt Gilbert on his hip and had a straight drive.
Wyatt Gilbert, the Mules' best outside defender. To the hoop, Giselle O'Neal. Shot won't go. Tip up and in by Luke Dagg. 39-35 to the hoop, and then losing the handle is Ethan Gilbert. He thought he was tripped. May have been. Zerlini up, throws it away. Momentum pushed it out of bounds, and it'll go back to Casey-Westfield. Mules by 4. 2:08 to go in the third quarter. 39-35.
I lost track of turnovers for both teams about 2 minutes in.
Livingston working against Gilbert. Fires it across around the horn. 3 on the way from Hosselton is an air ball, and it'll be Fairfield basketball. Good effort to save by Dawson DeLapp, but unable to get to it in time. Under 2 to go here in the third. Up to Landon Zerlini. Looked for Cantrell down low. Didn't like it. Backs out. Mules will reset. They back off of Zerlini. Fires. It won't go. Rebound taken by Casey-Westfield up to Livingston. Shot won't go. Pardon me. Hosselton's shot won't go. And he loses the handle out of bounds. Boy, nice play by Hosselton. It just didn't, the ball just wouldn't fall for him.
No, and J.Zell O'Neill played really good defense with those 2 fouls. He got position and just held it. Forced Hosselton to go around him.
Minute and a half to go in the third. It's 39-35. Fairfield by 4. Down low. Dag from 7. He only shot at 6. Rebound to Casey-Westfield. They've got a man open ahead. It's DeLapp for 3. Off the iron. And the rebound comes down to Wyatt Gilbert. He's fouled by Dawson DeLapp.
His first, team's third.
I apologize if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. You spell it D-A-L-L-A-P-E. And I've just chosen to go with DeLapp. I think that's...
For once, I'm going to agree with you, Bruce.
That's possibly right. It's either that or Dollop. But
going to have to help him out. Lost his dribble.
O'Neal gets it to Cantrell. A minute to go in the third. In the corner, jumper from 17. Landon Zerlini won't go. Rebound to Casey-Westfield. They want to run. That's Hosselton across the timeline. Up to Livingston. Livingston gets away with a walk and throws it through the legs of Marcus Downs. Tough pass for Downs to handle, and he couldn't.
For such a good ball game, it's been sloppy.
The last little bit sure has, hasn't it? This quarter, quite a bit of a downturn in scoring for Fairfield especially, as they have only 10 points this quarter. They lead by 4, 39-35. 14 points for Casey-Westfield here in the third. 30 seconds to go. O'Neal off to Gilbert. Man-to-man employed by the Warriors. Outside with it is Gilbert. He looks down low, gets it into the corner. Cantrell drives baseline to the hoop. He lays it up and in. If they're going to give you the baseline, take it, Jamie.
Yeah, that was a good move by Cantrell. His first bucket of the night came in at an opportune time.
8 seconds to go.
Luke Dag all over Livingston.
Livingston a long way from the hoop, loses the handle.
No.
Oh, they're going to call a foul on Dag, laying on the ground, and I think that's going to be 3 free throws. No, it's going to be before the shot. So Casey-Westfield will have it with 0.4 seconds remaining.
Luke's second. Team's third.
Lob in and a shot blocked by Dag. So after 3 quarters, it is Fairfield 41, Casey-Westfield 35. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodman representative.
Welcome back. Let me see if I can re-register my voice. Welcome back
to the Mule Barn.
Going into the fourth quarter, Fairfield leads Casey-Westfield 41-35. Jamie, has the game been pretty much what you expected, back and forth?
Yes, I had a prediction before the game, and we're right now tracking.
Oh, is that right?
Well, I said it Wednesday night on our sports show.
I forgot.
Fairfield by 5.
Okay, there you go. Mules by 6 right now. I think the Fairfield Mules would take a 5-point victory at this point.
But I would have to admit there's been way more turnovers than I expected, so that could throw my whole projection off.
Both teams playing outstanding defense as well. As the Casey-Westfield Warriors will get it to start off this fourth quarter. On the drive, Livingston drops it back for DeLapp. Outside now to Gilbert.
A block
and
by
shot by Hosselton is blocked out of there by Landon Zerlini. Well, you just don't see how long those arms are until they're knocking the ball away.
That brought the Fairfield bench to their feet.
Gilbert to toss in.
This KZ team is as advertised.
That's exactly right. Gilbert to Downs. Downs drives on Dagg, loses the handle, back outside. He finds Livingston. 7:40 to go in the game. Livingston around Dagg. Fadeaway jumper won't go. Rebound fought for, loose, taken down by Cantrell. The Mules can go up 8 or 9 with a hoop. On the drive, it's O'Neal back around the corner to Gilbert. To Luke Dagg, Zerlini, and Cantrell also on the court for Fairfield.
I bet Dagg sleeps well after a ball game.
Well, I bet you he does. He drops it down to Zerlini. Short jumper's good off glass. 43-35, Fairfield back up by 8. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the ball game. Livingston, off it goes to Downs. Now back out to Gilbert, drives to the hoop, drops it to Downs. Beautiful play. Beautiful play by the seniors as one senior stands at the bench ready to come in. Down low to Cantrell, reverse layup, no good, gets it back, puts it back up, no good, tips it back in. And the Mules back up by 8, 45-37.
This game's so exciting. I'm writing scores in the wrong quarter. I'm getting the right kid at least.
Well, that's good. That's better than me. 6.5 to go here in the ball game. 45-37, Fairfield. Richards still at the bench. He's been there for about a minute waiting to come in. Outside Livingston works against Gilbert. Off to the side, he goes to Downs. Looking down low, now drives down the lane. Beautiful drive, off to Downs. Boy, that just, it looks like those youngsters have been playing together for 8 years. And I bet they have.
I bet you're right.
45-39, Fairfield by 6. O'Neal drives, drops it to Dagg. Jumper, layup is no good, but he's fouled.
Gonna get Livingston, maybe?
I think DeLapp is what my guess is. No, it was Livingston. So, Dagg at the line for 2 shots as 3 Mules get set to check back into the ball game. We're under 6 minutes to go. First of 2 on the way for Dagg off the back iron. So it's going to be one of those kind of fourth quarters.
Yes, it is.
Second one set to come up for the junior from Fairfield. Luke Dagg, brother of Kobe. Kobe, a 2-year starter for Fairfield, and Dagg missed them both. Both Daggs have been outstanding free throw shooters over the courses of their careers, but not that time. 5:45 to go here in the ball game. Into the corner, 3 on the way is off the iron. Rebound tipped out of bounds.
Good luck
It'll go to
picking
Casey.
that one.
Yeah, Dagg put the hands on that one.
That's going to be hard to argue however they called it.
Well, and did you notice Luke Richards doing the smart thing, just had his hands up, wasn't touching anybody.
Yep.
No jumping. He didn't want to pick up foul number 5. In to throw is Gilbert. Gilbert outside Livingston. Bomb is good. He was 5 feet behind the three-point line.
Hard to guard that shot.
Cuts the lead from 6 to 3, 45-42. O'Neal fires ahead to Gilbert over the trap to Estes. Estes, lefty shot won't go. Rebound taken down by Richards. Up to Livingston. 5:15 to go. Casey-Westfield can tie or cut it to 1. To the right side, it goes to Gilbert. Gilbert, number 10 on the dribble. They leave him alone. He doesn't take the shot. There's been a switch. Reese Lee now guarding
Someone's
Richards
lost.
down low. In the corner, 3 on the way for the tie! And Casey-Westfield ties it at 45 with 4:50 to go. Timeout taken by Fairfield. That's an 8-point run for Casey-Westfield. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this message. You get over aggressive, Jamie, on the three-point shot, and you get burned by three-point shots, don't you?
Well, and there was a missed switch underneath the basket that left him wide open out there.
Yeah. Well, I think when they were trying to switch back to Luke Richards. And that left Will Hosselton, like you said, wide open. And I got to tell you, Noah Livingston's shot.
Well, what do you do there?
Yeah, you can't guard that. You can't. Well, you've got to get out there and guard it, I guess. But
he was
5 feet behind the line.
He was a volleyball line.
He was right near the volleyball line. You're exactly right. So we got a brand new ball game with 4 minutes 50 seconds to go. Each team with 2 timeouts. Fairfield basketball. 2 state-ranked undefeated squads looking to see a loser leave town match. As outside with it is Reese Lee. It's Lee, Hicksonbaugh, Estes, Gilbert, and O'Neill. The starters in for Fairfield. Starters in for Casey-Westfield as well. They drop it down to Estes. He puts it up and in. And he draws the foul, I think, on Downs. Marcus Downs will pick up his second.
5th team foul.
As Estes heads to the free throw line with 4:31 to go in the contest. He hits it. The and one is good, bumps it back to a 3-point game. 48-45. Up with it is Livingston. Gives it over to Gilbert. Back out Richards. They find a wide open Downs cutting to the hoop. Beautiful pass from Hosselton. And it's a 1-point game again, 48-47, Fairfield with the lead. O'Neill to his left, leaves it back for Gilbert. A wide open Estes to the hoop. He puts it up, no good, but he is fouled by Noah Livingston. And again, you can tell a smart defense by Luke Richards, as he knew he had weak side help coming over, and he just kind of got near Estes, but he wasn't going to touch him.
Well, and that's the third on Livingston, and the Mules will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
First of 2 is good for the Mules senior Brian Estes. Bumps it to a 2-point game, 49-47, 4:04 to play. Hit them both, 50-47, Fairfield by 3. And it comes to Livingston. He's tough. Works up against Gilbert, sophomore against a junior. Gilbert screened away. Off to Downs. Offense running smoothly for Casey now as Kane Hicksonbaugh is going to foul Livingston. Noah Livingston trying to go for that loose ball. That's number 4?
Yep.
Number 4 on Kane Hicksonbaugh. 3:52 to go.
Also the 14th foul on Fairfield.
Zerlini in and they get away. A shot is up and in for Will Hosselton. He'll go to the free throw line with the chance to tie. How about that? Reese Lee picks it up, but Mules defenders got caught up in a switch, and Warriors took advantage. Rebound, Richards up and no good. Rebound to Estes for Fairfield.
That's about 3 defensive trips in a row. The Mules have missed assignments or got crossed up on assignments.
That tells you the Casey-Westfield offense is percolating. On the drive, Gilbert, he puts it up, no good. Tipped up, dunk won't fall. Rebound comes down to Casey. They have numbers. On the way to the traveling violation against Noah Livingston. Chance to take the lead for the first time in what seems like forever.
Casey going press.
It comes in to O'Neill. They are going zone press as they'll get it across to Gilbert, backing into the man-to-man as they go into the half court. 3:15 to go in the game. Drop pass to Zerlini, but they let him too far, and the turnover will give it back to Casey-Westfield. Another chance for the Warriors to take the lead. 3:14 to go in the ball game. You're watching Fairfield Mules basketball on Wabash Catch TV. Bruce Dickey along with Jamie Hodges. Outside with it is Ethan Gilbert. Gives it over to Richards into the corner. Gilbert thinks about it. Back outside Livingston. He's liable to fire that one. Down low. Richards, great drop step. Shot blocked, and Richards into Richards' hands as he's standing out of bounds.
Yeah, great block by Estes. Richard caught it, but was standing on the line.
50-49, the score remains. Mules by 1. Into O'Neill, he's got a step on Gilbert. Thinks about heading to the hoop, now he backs up.
I think he had a lane.
O'Neill with just 2 points has it knocked away. And timeout taken by Coach McElravy before the turnover. That was close. With 2:40 to go in the game, Fairfield clinging to a 1-point lead. We'll be back after this message.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
And welcome back to the Mule Barn. It's been a crackerjack fourth quarter as Fairfield leads by 1, 50-49, 2:40 to go. Mules send out Lee along with Estes, O'Neill, Gilbert, and Zerlini. Hicks ball on the bench with 4 fouls into O'Neill. O'Neill works around at Gilbert, heads to the hoop, lays it up and off, no good. Rebound, Richards. Casey-Westfield can take the lead. Boy, Richards is a man inside. Outside with it, it is Gilbert looking for a cut. Off to Livingston, trying to get it in there to Richards, and they can't get him free from Estes. Outside, Livingston gets a screen as Gilbert fights through it. Off to Downs, back outside Ethan Gilbert. We're going to go under 2 minutes before they fire a shot. Fairfield by 1, 50-49. Near steal by Gilbert.
Get up.
Picked up by Livingston, guarded by Zerlini. Jumper won't go. Rebound, Luke Richards up and in. Boy, he knows where the ball's going to go. He's got great rebounding instincts. And Casey-Westfield takes the lead, 51-50. O'Neill loses his footing, and they're going to call a push against Ethan Gilbert.
Be his second, but team 7th. So Jay Zell will be shooting.
O'Neill to the line for 1-1. Fairfield with just 1 timeout remaining. Casey-Westfield with 2. 1:40 to go in the game. Dagg checks in for Fairfield as Zerlini takes a seat. For defensive effort at this point, Jamie.
Correct.
At the line for 1-1. The first one's good for the senior from Fairfield, Jay Zale O'Neill. 1:40 to go, tied at 51. Here comes the second. On the way, off the back iron, rolls off. Tie score. Rebound to Casey-Westfield to Noah Livingston. He's been outstanding tonight. Off it goes to Gilbert. Gilbert to Hosselton, finds Richards.
No, he lowered his
Richards
shoulder.
He puts it up and in. And the Mule fans going crazy for a charge. Not called. 53-51 in favor of Casey-Westfield. 1:15 to go on the drive. It's O'Neill, backs it into the corner to Lee. The Mules haven't been able to make the game up and down like it was in the second quarter, and it's been costing them for the entire half. On the drive, Estes has it stolen by Livingston. He heads down court to the hoop. Shot blocked by Dagg, and a foul is going to go against Hosselton, and I think it will be Reese Lee shooting.
That's going to be 4 on Hosselton.
With 54 seconds to go, Casey-Westfield leads 53-51. And heading to the line will be the Mule senior number 1, Reese Lee. Fouled on the rebound. Fairfield needs these free throws desperately as the officials get together to make sure they have the right shooter. I think that's what they're talking about, don't you, Jamie?
I mean, that's all they can be talking about.
Well, they can't be trying to decide if it should be a shooting foul or not, or not a 1-on-1 situation, 1 and bonus. Well, there's the replay. Reese Lee's the one who got shoved. Thank you very much, truck. But the officials aren't going to come up here and take a look.
They're going to give it to Jay Zell.
All right. All right. One senior to another, but O'Neill just went 1 for 2 from the line. First of the 1-and-1 for the senior is good. I don't know. You don't know.
I don't know, man.
53, 52. 54 seconds to go. Second one up coming for O'Neal. It is good. Ties the game at 53. 2 timeouts remaining for Casey-Westfield. And they'll let Kane Hixenbaugh check back into the ball game following that free throw as he'll check in for Reese Lee. So it's Gilbert, O'Neal, Hixenbaugh, Dagg, and Estes for Fairfield. Richards, Livingston, Hosselton, Downs, and Gilbert for Casey-Westfield. Casey-Westfield brings it up. That's Ethan Gilbert. Hands it off to Noah Livingston. Now to Hosselton. Outside to Downs. Around the horn, Livingston guarded by Wyatt Gilbert. 38 seconds to go. He had Downs for a heartbeat down low and didn't see him. Outside now to Luke Richards. He's got Luke Dagg all over him. Off to Gilbert. 28 seconds to go. Very patient, Casey-Westfield now outside to Hosselton. He drives the runner, is off the iron, no good. Tipped around, loose, picked up by Dagg. 15 seconds to go. Fairfield with 1 timeout to go. They get it back to O'Neal. O'Neal with 10 seconds, calms everybody down, and now timeout is taken by Scott McElravy with 9.8 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here in this tie contest. 53
Coach
to
McElravy
53.
was yelling for them to push it, wanting them to push it up the floor.
Coach McElravy wanted them to push it, and Wyatt Gilbert didn't see the opportunity, I guess, Jamie, and he threw it backwards to J. Zale O'Neal. And, you know, that's the thing. If you don't see the opportunity, don't go for it like that.
I think he was wanting to push it, hoping for a foul call or something. But the Mules were in danger of a 10-second call there, Bruce.
They had plenty of time. I think they got the rebound with about 16 seconds to go, and there's almost 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, but Jay Zell was back here by the free throw line.
Well, you got a point.
When they called the timeout.
If you're thinking about foul situation, Fairfield has 1 foul to give. So if the Mules do somehow get the lead here with plenty of time remaining, by golly, you foul early.
Yep.
And
crowd on its feet.
The alternating possession goes to Fairfield if there's a held ball. Mules basketball, Luke Dagg, Landon Zerlini, Kane Hixenbaugh, J. Zale O'Neal, and Brian Estes on the court. Starters remain in for the Warriors as all the fans are on their feet. Throwing it in, Zerlini to O'Neal. 8 seconds to go. Working against Gilbert, crosses at 4, drives to the free throw line, and they're going to call traveling on O'Neal. With 1.2 to go. Timeout taken by Casey-Westfield. They'll have it at 3-quarter court. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
You know, one of the interesting things, Jamie, is we're back here in a tie basketball game with 1.2 seconds to go. Fairfield and Casey, neither of them have played too many close games. Fairfield had 1 overtime game, but that's really about the only real close game they've had.
Yes, it is, Bruce. And Fairfield with the foul to give is pretty big here because they could be a little over-aggressive on the inbound.
Yeah, I don't think you give it now. Well, on the inbounds you do.
No, I'm saying you don't give it. I'm saying you can play overly aggressive.
Once the ball comes in, you don't foul. And the ball at 3-quarter court, you've got to figure that somehow, if you've got the big man Luke Richards, don't you put him underneath? Try to get him streaking down the court?
You have to do something because we've seen he's quick, I guess, but I wouldn't want him that far from the basket.
By golly, you let him get the ball in back court, that's okay. 3-pointer on the way,
over the basket.
Court.
Hey,
is no good.
Guess what we get?
We get free basketball.
Free basketball, baby.
Overtime on the way.
Us and 1,300 of our closest friends.
Timeout on the court. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid, plus we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
And welcome back here to the Mule Barn, Fairfield Community High School. As we're about to go into overtime, two undefeated state-ranked teams, the Casey-Westfield Warriors and the Fairfield Mules. And we'll have a jump ball at center court. It'll be Estes again, presumably against Luke Richards. Looking at the foul situation, Hicksaball with 4, and Richards with 4, and Hosselton with 4 for Casey-Westfield. Timeouts remaining, I believe should be 1 for, it's 1 for Fairfield and 2 for Casey-Westfield. That is correct. As Fairfield was awarded 1 going to overtime. They had used their last. Tip won by Casey-Westfield. Richards is a good, he knows how to tip jump center.
Yes, he does. He gets it right to those guys.
Outside with it is Ethan Gilbert. Gets it over to Luke Richards. Now on the wing to Hosselton, looking down low for Marcus Downs. He's fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots as he got away from Landon Zerlini. Zerlini picks up his 2nd foul.
Be the team 6.
3:45 to go here in the basketball game, 46. As Marcus Downs heads to the free throw line. He's a 6'4" senior for Casey-Westfield. Seniors are hitting free throws here in the late going, aren't they?
Yes, they're doing what they're supposed to do.
54-53, Casey-Westfield with the lead. And second free throw, no good. Mules down by 1 with the ball. Hicksaball on the rebound. O'Neal stops before the trap, fires it ahead to Gilbert. Gilbert drives to the hoop, puts it up and in. Got right around Richards. He knows that Richards is guarding, gets that 5th foul, doesn't he?
Yeah, great move by Wyatt to get past him, because if Richards does anything, he picks up the 5th foul and he's out of the game, Bruce.
3.5 to go on the drive. It is Gilbert, Ethan Gilbert. Off in the corner, three-pointer won't go, and Gilbert knocks Richards down. Richards will go to the free throw line, I think for the first time tonight, isn't it?
Yes, and that's the first on Gilbert.
And Luke Richards, he took a shot. That looked like football play there from Wyatt Gilbert. He got all of that one.
Looked like a wrestling takedown.
55-54, Fairfield by 1. Richards at the line for the, I guess it was 1-1, and
no, that was a shooting foul, I thought.
Well, either way, as the rebound goes to Casey, nobody went off the line. I guess it was a 1-1. Nobody realized it.
Yeah, he was going up for a shot.
So Estes drives on Richards underneath, too deep, fires it outside to Gilbert. Gilbert now looking for a screen, drives to the hole. He is fouled on the way there. And that's going to go, I believe, against Downs. So, Wyatt Gilbert to the free throw line for 2 with 2:53 to go. I presume 2.
Yeah, we think 2. We don't know for sure. Mules will be in the double bonus rest of the way.
And that was the 9th team foul, right?
Yes.
56-54 after the first free throw is good from the junior Wyatt Gilbert. Zerlini will take a seat. Reese Lee back in. Mules by 2.
Mules doing a little offense, defense, substitution.
First overtime here in Fairfield. Second one, off the front iron, rolls off to the right, no good. 2-point lead for Fairfield, 56-54. Up with it, Ethan Gilbert. Hands it back to Noah Livingston, having an outstanding basketball game. The sophomore for Casey-Westfield. He has it now on the left wing. Working against Wyatt Gilbert, outside to Hosselton. He thought about the 3. Beautiful lob pass to Richards, and that's just automatic right there, Jamie.
Yeah, well, you can't let Luke Richards get the ball that close to the basket.
2 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the ball game, or in overtime. We're tied at 56. Up to Gilbert. Gilbert drives in the middle, puts it up, tough shot, won't go. Rebound fought for. Richards gathers, fires it across. Casey-Westfield can retake the lead. 2:10 to go. Livingston plays catch outside with Gilbert.
Mules trying to get Richards out of the game, and he's playing too smart.
Off it goes to Downs, back outside now to Hosselton. Around to Livingston, under 2 minutes to go. 1:55. Gilbert guarding Livingston outside. Mules have committed 7 team fouls. Outside with the ball knocked away from Gilbert. 1:45 remaining in the game. 1:40. Livingston on the dribble. Casey-Westfield patient. To Ethan Gilbert, guarded by Wyatt Gilbert. Near steal by Estes, picked up by Richards. He motors to the hoop, puts it up and in. Count the shot. Richards can go to the free throw line to put his team up by 3. Luke Richards taking charge.
Hicksonball's out.
And Kane Hicksonball fouls out of the game. Landon Zerlini back in for Fairfield with 1:27 to go in overtime.
Richards with 4 points in overtime.
Still 4. Rebound taken down by Gilbert. 58-56. Casey-Westfield on the drive. Zerlini! The runner is good over the top of Downs. 1:15 to go. We're tied again at 58. Fans on their feet for both squads. Outside, Livingston drives on Gilbert. Now back, gives it over to Ethan Gilbert. Off to Richards.
Oh, no.
Sets a screen for Livingston, who misses the 3. Boy, what a great screen by Luke Richards. There was no way Wyatt Gilbert was going to get out there.
I like your woo.
50 seconds to go. As J. Zale O'Neal drives in the lane, back outside. Zerlini for 3, it's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Lee, and he steps out of bounds. So it'll be Casey-Westfield basketball with 39 seconds to go in a tie contest. 58-58. Ethan Gilbert to throw in. Mules go full court man-to-man. He finds Marcus Downs. Back to Ethan Gilbert to bring it up.
Make
now
sure someone's on Livingston.
Noah Livingston guarded by J. Zale O'Neal. Gets it over to Marcus Downs. 25 seconds to go. They may go for 1. Hosselton on the dribble. Outside to Downs. Downs thinking about it. 2 timeouts remaining for Casey-Westfield. 15 seconds. Gilbert, met by Gilbert. Looks inside to Richards. He puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. Richards will head to the free throw line with 7.1 to go. He just missed his most recent free throw attempt. And picking up the foul is
Landon Zerlini.
Landon Zerlini. Timeout taken by Fairfield. 7.1 seconds remaining. We'll keep it right here to set the scene for you. Each team has committed 9 team fouls, so both teams in the double bonus now. Fairfield out of timeouts with this 7.1 to go. So that tells you that if Richards makes 1, misses 1, the Mules have to go.
Yeah, we have no choice.
If he misses 1, the Mules have to go. If he misses both, the Mules have to go.
That's right.
If he makes both, what happens then?
Mules have to go.
Mules have to go. 7.1 seconds to go. 58-58. Fairfield possession arrow if there is a held ball here late. But boy, if you're Casey-Westfield, and with the foul issues that Luke Richards has dealt with all night long, you have to be feeling pretty good about him going to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's got 4 of the 5 points for Casey in overtime.
Tied up at 53 at the end of regulation, now at 58. 7.1 seconds to go in this first overtime. To the line, Luke Richards, senior big man for the Casey Warriors. Casey-Westfield. First of 2 is good. Nothing but net. You think he's been fouled a few times and put on the free throw line?
He's probably used to it.
I believe he probably is. Casey up by 1. Casey up by 2. Estes to throw in. Looking for Gilbert. The ball knocked away, and it'll be a held ball. So Fairfield will have it.
Out of bounds.
You call it out of bounds?
That's what the official down here is signaling.
So who gets the ball?
Well, Fairfield.
Well,
He's calling out of bounds on Casey.
Oh, okay. I thought he was calling a held ball.
Nope, he was pointing at the player, pointing at the line. And that coach cannot be that far out on the court.
So 4.6 seconds or 5.2 seconds to go in the contest. They just adjusted the clock. Mules will have it at the far end of the court from their hoop, trailing by 2. Into Zerlini. He sprints up court. 4 seconds. Fires from 3-quarter, from 20 feet. It won't go. Probably from 40 feet. It won't go. And Casey-Westfield wins it in overtime. 60-58. What a game. Casey-Westfield by 2 points. They move to 10-0 on the season as Fairfield falls to 11-1. And what an exciting contest, Jamie, as the Casey-Westfield Warriors come from a 14-point deficit to knock off the Fairfield Mules. You're watching Fairfield Mules basketball here on Wabash Catch TV, and we'll be back to wrap things up after these words.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
There's that big three-point shot from Livingston, and that was the big one from, I believe that one was from Downs. There's a nice put-in stick back by Cody Cantrell. There's the big, long three-pointer from Noah Livingston. Beautiful pass down low to Brian Estes as he's fouled, gets the and one. And a nice lay-in there by Wyatt Gilbert. Lob pass in as Luke Richards took over in the overtime, and there's his drive to the hoop. And a one. On the drive there is Landon Zerlini to put it in. But it wasn't enough for the Mules as they fall here at home, 60-58, and head into the Christmas break in the El Dorado Holiday Tournament at 11-1. But I don't think after watching that ball game, Jamie, either team has anything to hang their head about.
No, both teams were as advertised. That's one of the better high school games we've seen, Bruce. That's just a great high school game to be at. Capacity gym, electric crowd, lots of fun.
Let's go over some scoring. What you got there in the scoring book?
All right, for the Fairfield Mules, they were led in scoring by Brian Estes with 16, followed by Landon Zerlini with 15. Wyatt Gilbert, Kane Hicksonball had 6 apiece. Jazelle O'Neill with 5. Cody Cantrell and Reese Lee with 4 apiece, and Luke Dagg with 2 for a total of 58. The Casey-Westfield Warriors were led in scoring by a man who spent most of the game on the bench. Luke Richards had 18.
Noah Livingston led them all night long.
Well, Livingston had 17.
Yeah. And Luke Richards with an outstanding fourth quarter and overtime.
And they were followed by Marcus Downs with 12, Will Halston with 7, and Ethan Gilbert with 6 for a total of 60. And all 60 points came from their starters. That's kind of amazing.
That's the thing. You figure that there are, 160, well, here tonight there are 180 minutes to go around. And I'm guessing if you count all the minutes for all the starters, out of that 180 minutes, it was probably about 160 65, 170.
Oh, yeah.
For the Casey-Westfield starters.
Well, that Delap got some playing time. He picked up a foul and got in the scorebook. And I'm looking down through here, Bruce, and I don't remember anyone else hardly coming off the bench.
There's some Casey-Westfield fans. Happy fans. They've got a long drive ahead of them as the Casey-Westfield Warriors knock off the Mules. Hey, folks, we appreciate you watching the Wabash Catch TV's presentations of high school basketball. We would not be here without you, that's for certain. If you have any thought or any comment, by all means, go to Wabash Catch TV on Twitter or give us a call at Wabash in Louisville or in Flora. Glad to hear what you want to say. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. Our next broadcast will be January 3rd from Salem as the Salem Lady Wildcats take on, I forget. Somebody. It's 2 weeks away. We'll get it right. We've got Christmas to go.
We're too tired after this game. I'm wore out.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching. For all of the crew here, for Noah Barger and Dylan Best, for all the Wabash crew, for Jamie Hodges. My name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you the final score. The Casey-Westfield Warriors defeat the Fairfield Mules in overtime, 60-58. So long and Merry Christmas.